What's up, Bucktooth Buckos? Oldmantup coming at you today with Tori, and we are doing the team builder for ElScizor, aka Lars, and the Borussia Donphan. So, because I'm not a huge fan of team builders, I've invited Tori here today, and she's just going to look over the team and give her initial thoughts and reactions about these Pokemon. So, what do you think about this guy?
Okay,
This is Thundurus.
I know.
What do you think about him?
I'm gonna look.
Okay, back up. You're going on camera. All you have to do is look. You don't have to read the details. What's he look like?
He looks like a guy that has muscles on a cloud with a long tail.
Yeah, he's one of the genies. So he's electric, flying type. He's a boss.
And he has leftovers.
Yep. So bring leftovers this week, because I think it's going to help his longevity in the long run. We have ebbed a little bit specially to take not very many hits, but I really expect Sand Slash to come this week to counter sweep in the sand, and this helps me take the little bit of extra bulk I've added helps me take Stone Edges from almost all variants, aside from Banded and or Life Orb, which I don't think he's gonna have. Okay, now this is Celebi. What do you think about Celebi? We actually have the plushie of this one.
I love this guy. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm gonna sleep with him tonight.
So yep, this is Psychic and Grass type.
I was gonna say
Saying this is a rather bulky variant. This is pretty much one of our two answers for a Azumarill if it is brought. And yep, this is actually a Swords Dance set because nobody expects physical
damage.
Celebi. So we got defensive spread here, obviously. A little bit of speed to speed creep on a few things that might be able to get over us, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue because there's a huge gap in the speed tiering of Lars's team. So now our Mega Pokemon, Mega Pirattatas.
I have actually seen this guy. When he's not Mega, but in one of the movies. When Celebi is about.
Yes, he is. He is in the Pokemon Forever movie.
That's one of my favorite Pokemon movies.
Iron Mask Marauder captures him in a Dark Ball.
Yeah, I want Dark Ball. Capture Lanian.
I don't think that would work. But bringing Dragon Dance set this week, I'm not sold on the Dragon Dance set as of yet, but I think that's probably what we're gonna bring. With Crunch, Stone Edge, and Superpower. After a Dragon Dance at this speed, we will outspeed Jolly Cobalion, and that's really what I'm worried about because Cobalion is his lower top speed, which I think is 108. And there's actually a few things that Uzair was ev'd just enough to outspeed Jolly Cobalion, and yeah. So this is our Sand Setter we brought this time. We got Crunch, Stone Edge, and Superpower. After 1 DD, I believe Superpower, 1-hit KOs, all variants of Cobalion except for Physical Wall. So, looking forward to that.
What type is this guy?
Dark and Rock.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to go into No Rush Mate.
No Rush Mate?
No Rush Mate. Because, Sand Rush. Yeah, so this is Excadrill.
Excadrill.
Yep. And I think one of the main characters in the cartoon had an Excadrill.
Yep.
Was it Iris? The girl with the Haxorus? Or the Axio? Did she have it? I don't know.
The girl that had the flying electric type.
The Mulga?
Yeah, Mulga. I
don't remember who
yeah,
that was.
she had that.
Okay. But this is our Sand Abuser with Adamant Set, Standard, 252 speed, 252 attack, and fun and things. Nothing really special here.
What does Life Orb do?
Life Orb increases your damage, I think, by 20%, 25% maybe, but it also takes 1/16 of your health every time you attack. So it boosts your power, but it takes a little bit of your health every time you do it.
But that is
yeah. kind of like Burn, except for it doesn't lower your physical attack.
Yeah.
And Burn takes a little bit more damage than Life Orb does each turn.
Oh. Does it, like, take 1%?
No, it does a bit. I think it does like 16%.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. Now we're going to go into 50 crisps. We're going to have Jellicent's first appearance. And I'm not terribly certain if I want to bring Culverberry or Leftovers at this point. The only thing that Culverberry is really going to help us with is a knockoff from Azumarill. Anything else, it just isn't enough with Jellicent's defense stat to really matter. So we may switch out at the last minute, but we do have the Water Absorb, so Azumarill can't just belly dance and Aqua Jet everything to death. Because that would be bad. So, Will-O-Wisp, Scald, Hex, and Recover. Hex because it's the best move we have after most things are burnt. The only Ghost Resist on Lars's team is his Mega Absol, which is really going to give this team fits, which I'm not terribly happy about, but I'm really worried about getting Pursuit trapped, because I saw him use it week 1, and it's so good on Absol, because, I mean, walls like this can't come in and do anything, and I'm really worried.
What does Hex do?
Hex does damage. It's a Ghost-type move. It does damage, and it does more damage if they have a status, like Burn, or Paralysis, or Poison.
What does Culverberry mean?
Culverberry reduces the damage of super effective dark type moves. So instead of doing super effective damage, it just does regular damage.
Okay.
So the person I'm going up against has a Mega Pokemon that is dark type.
That's
what I'm worried about. And I'm gonna guarantee that Lars is gonna bring almost completely physical variant, because my team stacks up really well against the special variant of Absol, and Sucker Punch just does a number on my team. And I actually don't have, outside of Tyranitar, a Dark Resist on this team. How did I overlook that at this point? But this is my Absol answer, an immediate switch into Absol, because nothing he can hit me with hits me hard enough to take me out after an Intimidate. And this is going to be what I believe the MVP of the match, on my side anyways, because this thing does such a number on his walls. And as I had already stated, this is Arcanine the Pork Chop, and because of the huge gap in the speed on his team, this I don't even have to invest speed in, and I automatically outspeed max speed variants of all of his walls. So we have the Adamant and the Expert Belt, because Wild Charge does super effective damage on Slowking. Flare Blitz does super effective damage on a lot of his Pokemon. And then we have Extreme Speed mainly to out-prioritize Absol. So, yes?
What does Morning Sun, and what is an Expert Belt?
Expert Belt increases damage, I think, by 20% if you hit an opponent with a super effective move. Morning Sun, and a lot of people are going to say I shouldn't run Morning Sun on a Sand team, but with Tyranitar only having 5 turns of Sand because it has to run the Mega Stone, I don't think that's as crippling, and especially if he plans on counter Sand rushing me, I want to be able to not have to rely solely on the Sand. And, yeah, fun and things. So that is the team. Any final comments?
Be awesome.
Yeah, we'll do our best. Alright guys, the Oldmantup, and this is a team we're bringing against Lars and the Borussia Donphan.